days in the middle of January. Again, you know, I think both teams, you know, had to fight through some adversity tonight. Again, this is a very tough SEC this year, and every game is, you know, very competitive, very physical. And, you know, they obviously dominated the first half. You know, Riley gave us a tremendous start to that second half by making some really, really tough shots. And, you know, as a coach, you're pleased with the second half. You know, we had an opportunity to win this game down the stretch, but obviously we didn't start as well as we had liked.
Question for Coach. Make sure you get a microphone before you ask your question. Sorry, go ahead.
Bryce, you didn't go to Saban late in the game. Just didn't have it tonight, or thought Larry was a little better?
You know, the group that really got us back in the game, we were down 20, you know, was that group of 5. And, you know, I just didn't feel it'd be fair to them or fair for, you know, guys on the bench to come back in after they cut it down, you know, to 2. And wanted to give those guys an opportunity to win the game.
Right here in the front right, Coach.
Bryce, did you think your first half, when you guys were going through that just drought of shooting threes, that it was just you guys missing, or did you think they were playing exceptional defense on the perimeter?
You know, we're obviously smaller than them, and so we try to spread it out a lot and try to get, you know, open shots or hit gaps for drives. And, you know, as a coach, you know, I felt very, very good about the shots we were getting in the first half. You know, those are shots that this team has been knocking down. And it's almost, you know, got deflating in a way when you go 1 for 8, 1 for 9, 1 for 10, and you miss 2 on the same possession where you're kind of open. And, you know, you really got to credit him in the second half. You know, we talked about trying to get some stops on defense, finding other ways to help us get going with our offense. And, you know, thankfully Riley really opened it up for us and allowed us to start driving more and scoring.
Questions for Coach? Steve?
Just y'all announced today Pitcher Davis out for the rest of the season. Just what do y'all miss without him, and how are you going to be able to kind of cope with that?
Yeah, definitely tough blow. You know, losing him. You know, he obviously is one of the best shooters in the league, and you know he can carry you for stretches. You know, with his shot making ability, and so you know he's played in all these buildings. He's played in a lot of big games. So you know his experience. You know, we're really going to miss too.
Questions for Coach? Go ahead, Steve.
Just because Riley, you have always had the green light in those situations, and just the stretch he had to go from as cold as he was early on to as hot. Is that just kind of his nature, just being a kind of streaky guy, or?
He's a tremendous shooter, and you know, once he got a couple to go down, and how he was making them, you know, as a coach, you know, again, you kind of just want to get out of the way and kind of ride him for a while. So I think the other players sensed that, and obviously we rode him. You know, for pretty much that whole second half, and then, you know, Jeff sprinkling in some drives. You know, he took it upon himself that he was going to help will us back to get back in this game.
In the back, Coach.
Coach, what did you guys do differently on Grant Williams this time around?
You know, we didn't really do as much. You know, we had some different looks ready for him, but you know, obviously late in the game they went to him, you know, every time, and his free throw shooting really hurt us. But he's obviously a tremendous player and tough matchup for us.
Anything else for Coach? Go ahead, Wes. One more.
Is there anything you saw in your team that made you think they were going to rally like that? I mean, this is a tough place to play, and they hadn't been making shots, and it just seemed like it just kind of something clicked. You
know, again, anytime, you know, you're building a program and you're trying to transitioning, you know, there's obviously a lot of learning opportunities in that transition time. And again, throughout the first half, throughout halftime, throughout second half, again, you know, we want to play at a certain level, do things a certain way. And, you know, a lot of that starts with toughness. And so, you know, I think it just got to the point where the guys displayed a lot of toughness. And that toughness allowed us to be able to get back in the game.
Got time for one more? Anybody? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.